I wanted to just mention too that Brian Brown, as well as being a friend of ours, as we got to know him, really inspired a lot of the stuff we've done in our careers. I mean, we loved music, but he kind of helped to point us in certain directions, like the two records that they did together. But also, I have this record that I did in 2015, where I'd been playing a lot of Gershwin music, and I think I just did a lunchtime at Southminster, those Wednesday lunchtime series they did. I did a trio concert just featuring all these Gershwin tunes, and Brian was there, and he came up and he's like, "You got to go record that. This is a record for you." And so we came in here and recorded it, the trio, in this room, and that record is dedicated to Brian, as is pretty much everything I do.
And you're doing well on what is Spotify, and I mean you've
got
some plays going on. Yeah.
At first, I just wanted it there because that's how I listen to music, and I was like, you know what, I'd like it if my records are the place that I go to listen to music now, and everything was on YouTube and stuff. But it's actually it's coming around. But this tune that we kind of gave away a second ago is a Gershwin tune. It's not on the record, but I always try to do a Gershwin tune in every show. So.
Not hard to do. Not hard to do. Yeah. So you want to do this as a swing or a bossa or a punk? How about punk? What do you say? Yeah. What, bossa? What? It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may be passing fancies and in time may go, but oh my dear, our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The Rockies may tumble, Gibraltar may crumble, they're only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may be passing fancies, and then time may go, but oh my dear, our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay, but our love is here too. Our love is here too. Our love is here to stay. So before we go, I got to tell you a story. That's the end of our first set, but I got to tell you a story. I was doing a gig years ago, and I'm thinking, 10, so 20, and it was just a trio, and the guitar player, while we were doing the song, the guitar player leans over to me and he says, This is the cast of the Antiques Roadshow have just walked in. So I guess they were in town to tape, and there they were, the producer and all the people that all these antique specialists and so on the show. And I didn't know, right, but he did. So after we did Our Love Is Here to Stay, and then I looked at them and I said, now that was Our Love Is Here to Stay. It's one of Gershwin's songs. Gershwin, one of the preeminent writers of the Great American Songbook, and fantastic composer, and song was written in the 1930s and instantly became a hit. It's been recorded by thousands of singers, and certainly one of the best loved and most recorded jazz standards in history. And then I leaned in and I said, what do you think a song like that would be worth? So anyway, we'll be back after 15 minutes.